again and welcome back to my channel. I did do this makeup in another video, so if you want to check that out, go ahead. I still have my very cold coffee. I did not finish it in the last video, so I'm going to give this a red lipstick stain. So I'm going to chat with you guys in this video about some of my favorite things from this month. These are going to be a little bit more abstract because it's not like a specific product or anything like that that has been kind of saving me during this time. So I thought I would share with you some of the things that I have done in this time to kind of make myself feel better. But I thought I would share with you some of the things that I have done in this video to make myself feel better just during this crazy wackadoodle time. And if you have any things that have made you feel better, please feel free to share them in the comments down below. Help a sister out to feel better. Of course I love YouTube, but I thought I would share some of the things that I do love on YouTube. I feel like it's pretty redundant to mention that I love Jessica Braun because I mention her in basically all of my videos, because a lot of the makeup tips that I've learned or products that I've learned to love are from her. So I absolutely love Jessica Braun, and her husband has a channel. They share their vlogs and their travel videos, and that has been really great. I vlogged about it the other day, and I hope that I have enough vlogging content to put out a vlog. We're eating like some Irish themed food, and we put on like an Ireland vlog of theirs, and it was really great to feel like you were getting outside, getting out in nature. So it was just really helpful for me, a nature lover, to watch something like that, and somebody who loves to travel. So that was really great. They also do Disney vlogs. Makes you remember that traveling and Disney parks are still gonna exist after this. All of the countries that you want to go and see, they're gonna exist after this. The beach is still gonna be there. It might be in a different way for a little while, but that's okay. You can still go out and do that. And I think remembering our history, and like, I mean, history is in like January and February, just pre-March, it reminds you that that will exist later on as well, and I think that's really healthy. We've also been binge watching the Try Guys. We found them right before the pandemic, and their content has been really great. Kind of makes you feel like you're going through this horrible time with company. Their Tripod is their podcast, and it's really great to put on whenever you are working on something, and it makes you feel like you're having a conversation with somebody. So if you're like working from home, it's really great to put on a podcast in general, but I recommend the Tripod a lot. And they just chat about like silly stuff, and it's a lot of fun. So I also really like BuzzFeed Unsolved because, you know, feeling all spooky, put the candle out. They do videos about true crime, and they also do videos about haunted houses. They also have their own channel called Watcher that we've been watching, but we really like watching like their little spooky content, so that's been a lot of fun. They just started their true crime season right before the pandemic was sort of kicking off, and they're about to have their final episode this week, I believe. So another thing that we have loved doing is watching classic films, and sort of this concept. You have your comfort watching, but I would say also challenge yourself to kind of watch those films that you maybe have never watched, and people are like, you haven't seen that one? There's so much good stuff out there right now. Like National Theater Live is putting out a new theater show each week. So they did One Man, Two Governors. They did, I believe it was Jane Eyre. We missed Jane Eyre because it is a Thursday to Thursday release, I believe, and I think they take it down after that. Challenge yourself to find movies that you have never seen before, plays that you've never seen before, and to ingest some sort of intelligent content. Especially for theater people out there, it's really good to do a moviecation in this time. So we have started watching a lot of the like mob movies, you know, your Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. So just getting into some of those Oscar award winning. Freaking some Audrey Hepburn in this time is really, really great and soothing for the soul. We also have been loving watching everything on Disney Plus under the sun. So we have been going back and watching all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and they hold up. We've watched the first and the second one now, and they're just so good, and they just make you feel amazing. There's so much good content. If you don't have Disney Plus yet, I would really recommend it. It's $7 a month, and it's absolutely fantastic. I really like the Imagineering story. I think that's really inspiring, and I think in this time we need some inspiration. Reminding you that if you are a creative person, that's gonna exist in any time. It's gonna live on after this. You're going to be a more deep person after this, after you come out of this. And that doesn't mean you have to do a million things. It means that you can relax into this and take stock and notice what's happening to you, but then you're not going to process this right now. You're not going to understand what's happening to you right now. So just take note, observe yourself. How are you reacting? And then whenever all this is done in a few years, you're going to be like, wow, I lived through that and that was hard, and that's okay. The next thing on the list is destination films. So we went, and for my birthday we watched Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. I think it was the night before my birthday we watched that, and again, it's just that idea of like traveling is gonna live on after this. Mamma Mia soundtracks still exist in this time, and you can listen to it whenever you want. There are 2 films out there in the world that you can watch, so I love destination films. Another good destination film is Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. That's a really fun one. Forgetting Sarah Marshall is a good one. I think it just seeing people in a beautiful location makes me feel so good. So one thing I do recommend is that I'm sure you've heard this, and I don't think any of these are like revolutionary products, but it's just what has been making me feel better. Other than Coil has been making me feel very good. And I think having a puppy gets outside each day, and that's very nice. Don't let him go potty, but it lets you breathe some fresh air. So get a dog. Get a dog. That's my recommendation. For my birthday again, we FaceTimed some of my college best friends, like one of the couples that we loved in college, and we played games with them. We played Cards Against Humanity. There's a way to play online right now, and so that's a lot of fun. It's really freaking me out having this like door open in the background of my video, because I just feel like there's gonna be like a shadow that moves or something, or that my husband is just gonna be creeping in the door frame or something, and it's gonna scare me. I've been watching too much BuzzFeed Unsolved. I'm kidding, we've actually finished all of their haunted locations, which really sucks. We FaceTimed and we played games together, and I think that's an absolutely wonderful thing to do. We've started scheduling with my family FaceTime get-togethers. We did that for Easter, and it's just a really good way to take care of yourself in this time. Reach out, just call them, FaceTime them. You can do it without notice. You know, some people are going to be busy, but what's the harm? So one thing that we've also done, which I feel like we haven't done this week, but about a week or 2 ago, time is running together, we were getting really creative with our food. So I actually did like fried chicken. It was a Bon Appetit, you know, like the kitchen that they have on YouTube. They had a recipe for fried chicken, and we just threw together the ingredients that we did have. You know, we didn't have all of them, but it tasted so good. And then that night we watched Onward on Disney Plus, and it just felt so good. It was like comfort food and comfort watching, and I highly recommend that film. It's very D&D themed, but you don't have to have played D&D to like fully love it and get it. But I think there are a few little things that make you appreciate it more. So one thing I also highly recommend is getting stuff done that you haven't had time to do. I have a whole list of things, and it's not necessarily overwhelming because I can just set it aside. But I have a whole list of tasks that I just haven't been able to get to, and I feel like whenever you don't feel motivated in this time and you feel kind of exhausted and you're like, I don't know what to do, you can kind of go to that list and get something done and feel like you've done something. Because I feel like right now you can't really get outside, you can't really go to work, you don't have that feeling of accomplishment. So make that list, and not saying do one thing on it every day, but just whenever you're feeling crummy. I mean, of course, have your comfort food, have your whatever comforts, but then maybe the next day, if you're feeling a little bit like, I want to do something, clean a closet, organize something. You know, even if it's just one little drawer, I don't know, I just feel like I feel so much better whenever I've done a little bit of something. And that can be a creative something too. Like I have so many like creative things that I have on a list, and they're not necessarily creative, but they're the executive things that I've got to do. Like I've got to build myself a website. While that's not, it's partially creative fulfilling for me, but also it's kind of something that I've got to get done. And I've got to do it for the business side of myself, not for the, oh, I love making a video and making a thumbnail and all that. One thing that I do think is healthy for you, because I feel like I just get so, my family, and I don't know if it's a southern thing to use this phrase, but it's stoved up. I feel like from like 9 to noon, I'm like, yeah, okay, I want to get my work done for the day, and then I'm going to get off of work and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And I get so like excited, and I have a plan for what I'm going to do with the day, and then it gets to be about noon and I'm like, I need to like lay down. And so I just lay down on the couch and I have my computer and I'm puttering away. And Trey's been feeling the same way. And so I think something that can help with that is actually like working out. So one way that I have convinced myself to do that, to feel motivated to actually like do something to get moving, for one, I've been giving myself gold stars on my calendar, and then I can see all the days that I didn't work out, all the days that I did, and whenever I'm just like sitting there like sweaty and exhausted with my water bottle, and I just peel the sticker off and I put it on the day, it feels like, yeah, job done, I did it, and that's motivating to me. I'm finding very short but efficient like HIIT workouts. Jessica Braun recommends MadFit, and so that's how I found that channel. So I really like MadFit because you can choose your time. You can choose, I want to do 10 minutes. I want to do 15. I can do 20 today, or you know, then she has longer ones, and there's longer ones out there. But whenever you're just feeling like I've got to do something, just look for the timestamp and pick a short one, pick a 7-minute workout, whatever you want to do. Just do what you can. Do what you can. And I promise you, you'll feel maybe not better afterwards, but you'll be proud of yourself. Like maybe in a couple hours or the next day, you're like, yeah, look at that gold star, I did that. Some things that I've been noticing also, there are so many resources out there. I think the creative community is really pulling together to do something. So right now there's the Disney Imagineering that I really want to do. So it's Disney Imagineering. I think it's through a university or something like that. I can't remember. Maybe I'll link it down below. But it talks you through how Disney Imagineering works, and it's a little bit of like a training course in Disney Imagineering. So I really, 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 really want to go through that one. And then Harvard University has put 64 classes out. Some are even like Shakespeare, but then they also have pandemic and outbreaks, or if you're interested in accounting or whatever you're interested in, they're free right now. Take advantage of that. There are also a lot of dance classes out there right now, so if that's something that you've been interested in, there's a lot of live stream dance classes. There's a lot of beginning dance classes. I know ABT has like full levels. There's a lot of resources out there right now for whatever you're interested in. For me also, I've been it's a little bit daunting. There's almost too much out there, but find something that excites you and then do that. Because I can't necessarily get myself organized to take a dance class every day. But if you have like a YouTube link that's like up there and that video is up and it's not live, I can choose when I want to do that. I don't have to worry about, you know, I have to be ready at like 1 o'clock every single day. So just do what you can, find what excites you and do that. not out of, "Oh, I just can't believe I missed that and I missed the live stream, so I might as well not do it." Fine, just don't do it out of obligation. Do it to take care of yourself. One thing I've also really enjoyed doing, and I kind of touched on it earlier, but supporting local businesses. So while you should practice social distancing as much as you possibly can, you can also do curbside pickup with many different restaurants that are out there. So like our favorite bar had a Wednesday night bar or like burger and beer combo for $10, and getting out, driving there, picking that up, being able to say hi to a person, you know, as far away as possibly can, but say, "Hey, thank you for what you're doing. Thanks for the food. This is gonna be awesome. I appreciate it. Oh, that's my favorite kind of beer. Thanks." Or, you know, whatever it is. Having that interaction is really, really important. So definitely do it wisely. Wear masks and gloves if you can. You can still do that. And you're doing a good thing and supporting a local business. So however guilty you may feel about going outside, you are supporting a local business, which is something good. So like I said, there are some things that I wish, and I feel like, you know, I can get really caught up in this, but I need to be easier on myself. But there are some things I wish I was doing. I wish I was reading more. I wish I was doing some more of those dance classes. I wish I was doing some more voice lessons with myself, even if it's not with like my personal voice teacher in this time, just because funds are tight. I think you can have things in your list that you wish you could do or goals to do, but if you never get to them, you're gonna be okay. So I still haven't finished my coffee, so I guess I need to keep filming. I'm kidding. I will let you guys go like this is a video call. I feel like I'm talking to you guys, so I'd love to have you guys comment down below and engage with me, because I do feel like I'm talking to you, and it would be great to feel like I had some people talking back to me, and then that way I can like comment, respond, and have engaging conversation with you guys. So this was my monthly favorites, and I really hope you liked it and liked sort of these like concepts. I know they're very, very open and generic, like I like YouTube, I like Netflix, I like Disney Plus, I like Disney, you like Disney? But I don't know, I just think it was a fun idea and I hope you liked it. So please like, leave a comment, and subscribe before you leave. Thank you so much. Bye.